Good morning, ladies and gents, and welcome to today's Liberty Minute, brought to you today with the help of ExpressVPN, the virtual private network company that not only cares about your privacy, but also cares about your freedom of speech. Use my link in the description to get 3 months free with your annual subscription. Well, yesterday was Trump's last full day, and he was reportedly talked out of preemptively pardoning himself and his family. He is expected to pardon Steve Bannon and Lil Wayne, though the list was not yet made public as of midnight last night. Despite huge pushes on social media, the list is not expected to include fan favorites such as Edward Snowden, Julian Assange, or Ross Ulbricht. Mike Pompeo has officially determined that China's mass internment, forced labor, and forced sterilization of over 1 million Muslim Uyghurs is genocide. The Chinese Communist Party's campaign against the Uyghurs has been ongoing for nearly a decade through various restrictions on religion as well as bans on beards and face coverings. Nearly half of the country's Uyghur families are also assigned a party member to track them and conduct home visits. The internment camps have been operating since at least March of 2017 and, along with the forced labor and sterilization, are also houses of torture and political propaganda. China claims that these detention centers are merely places to re-educate extremists and reduce terrorism. It is yet to be seen what, if anything, the US or other countries condemning these actions will do about it, as China basically owns everyone. Biden announced his pick for Assistant Secretary of Health on Tuesday. He chose Rachel Levine from Pennsylvania, who, according to news articles, is most well known for being trans, advocating for COVID-safe orgies, and for requiring nursing homes to take COVID patients, and then taking her own mother out of said nursing homes. At the time, more than 2/3 of Pennsylvania's COVID deaths were in nursing homes. However, most articles are, for some reason, focusing solely on her gender identity. Today is also the day for the big inauguration. It will be held with a limited in-person audience with a display of 200,000 flags and 56 pillars of light in place of the usual crowd. The Presidential Inaugural Committee has stated that the display is meant to represent every U.S. state and territory, as well as the administration's new theme of unity, which will be expressed behind closed roads, bridges, 20,000 National Guard troops, and a giant barbed wire fence. Just as major media networks such as CNN are calling for a purge of conservative journalism on both YouTube and large media networks, Fox reportedly laid off at least 16 digital editorial staffers and senior editors on Tuesday. The network's senior vice president has also announced his retirement. MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell is finding himself in some hot water with Dominion. Dominion is currently suing Sidney Powell and has now sent a cease and desist letter to Lindell regarding his claims of election fraud. Bed Bath & Beyond, as well as Kohl's stores, have announced they'll be pulling MyPillow from their shelves. Lindell was also caught last week visiting with Trump and carrying documents that referenced martial law and Sidney Powell. And finally, and probably the most bizarre and least need-to-know piece of information, yesterday we learned that apparently Hillary Clinton has a podcast called You and Me Both, which recently featured Nancy Pelosi. The two spoke about wanting to set up a commission to investigate whether or not Russia was behind the January 6th Capitol riot. Those are your latest major news stories in approximately 5 minutes or less. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my full-length videos on my channel, as well as my live streams on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.